Hey everyone, Trevor here with Razor, and today we're going to be replacing the rear inner tube on the Razor MX350. This is a moderate procedure. It should take you approximately 30 minutes from start to finish. We're going to need the following tools: a Phillips screwdriver, a 15mm wrench, two 8mm wrenches, a pair of plastic tire levers. Let's make sure they're plastic so we don't risk damaging our tube. And lastly, we'll need a tire pump. In our case, we have an electric one, but you could use a traditional bike pump if that's all you have. This process can be completed in 4 easy steps. Step 1, remove the rear wheel. Step 2, removing the inner tube. Step 3, installing the new inner tube. And step 4, reinstalling the rear wheel. Now always remember to turn off any electric products before working on them. Now let's get started on step number 1, removing the rear wheel. We're going to go ahead and flip our bike over so we have better access to work on. Let's start by removing our chain guard. There are 5 screws securing it in place. Let's go ahead and use our Phillips screwdriver to remove the screws. Once we have all 5 screws removed, let's set them aside somewhere safe. Now we could freely remove our chain guard. Let's go ahead and open it up and slide it out from the back and set it aside somewhere safe. Next, let's disconnect our chain. Start by lifting up your chain tensioner, take our extra slack, lift it over the sprocket guard, and it should come clean off. Now let's remove the brake. There's a bolt securing the brake to the frame. Using our 8mm wrenches, placing one in the front and one in the back, we're going to go ahead and loosen this. Remove the bolt and be careful not to lose the washer or the nut. Using our 15mm wrench, let's go ahead and remove the nuts for the back wheel. Let's go ahead and remove our nut, followed by the washer, and go ahead and do the same for the other side. Now with our nut and washer removed, let's go ahead and set them aside somewhere safe. Next, let's remove our wheel by lifting straight up out of the frame and sliding our back brake right off the axle. Now that concludes step number 1, removing the rear wheel. Now on to step 2, removing the rear inner tube. First, let's remove our dust cap so we can drain all the air out of the tire. Using our Phillips screwdriver, let's go ahead and push the pin in the center. Squeeze around the perimeter of the tire to free any trapped air. Using our plastic tire levers, let's go ahead and remove the tire from the rim. Placing our first tire lever in between the rim and the tire, pulling and separating the tire from the rim. While holding our first tire lever down, let's insert our second one and work around the whole tire. You may find this to be a difficult process at first, but make sure you just keep at it and the tire will come right off. Now that we got the first side of the tire free, let's go ahead and worry about the back side. Taking our tire lever, insert from the back, and simply pull towards the tire. Pull our rim out of the tire and set our rim aside somewhere safe. Now simply remove the inner tube from the tire. Now that concludes step number 2, removing the inner tube. Now let's move on to step number 3, installing a new inner tube. Now let's take our new tube and remove the dust cap. Now let's go ahead and add a little bit of air into the tire to keep the shape. This makes it easier to install into the tire. With the inner tube partially inflated, let's go ahead and insert it into the tire. Simply feed the tube into the tire until it's fully seated inside. Let's start by putting our valve stem in the hole in the rim. Now that we have our valve stem all seated, let's go ahead and put one side of the bead on the rim. Simply put the lip of the tire on side of the rim, inching it over until we're fully seated. Make sure you start at the valve stem and work your way around when putting the wheel back on. Pulling the first side of the tire can be done by hand, but if it's too hard, there's no problem in using the tools. Now that we have our first side fully seated, let's go ahead and take our tire lever and pry the tire right back onto the rim. While working your way around the tire, it's very important to make sure your valve stem is always lined up still. Now that we have our tire fully back on the rim, let's go ahead and inflate to 45 psi. With our tire properly inflated, let's reinstall the dust cap. That concludes step number 3, installing our new inner tube. Now let's move on to step number 4, reinstalling the back tire. Now let's start by putting our brake back on the axle and followed by the spacer. Now for the other side of the bike, let's take our washer and feed it through the axle. Let's make sure our chain is ready and out of the way before we reinstall the wheel into the frame. Making sure our spacer is on the inside and our washer is also on the inside. Slide the wheel straight down into the frame. Next, let's reinstall our chain. First, let's go ahead and lift our chain tensioner up and start putting our chain on the sprocket to the bottom side, twisting our whole wheel until everything is nice and even. Rotate your wheel until your chain pops right into place. With our chain back on, let's go ahead and reinstall the brake. Let's go ahead and take our bolt and washer from earlier and slide it through the frame, brake, and bracket. On the back side, let's go ahead and reinstall our nut. I find it easier to do the first couple threads by hand and then move on to the wrenches. Now that we have it hand tightened, let's go ahead and grab our 8mm wrenches and tighten it down all the way. Hold the nut secure from the back and tighten with the wrench in the front. Now that we have our brake all secured and tightened, let's go ahead and reinstall our axle nuts. Put on the washer, followed by the nut. Let's tighten by hand and do the same for the other side. Let's take our 15mm wrench and tighten it down. Now that we have our back wheel fully on and secured, let's go ahead and reinstall our chain guard. Simply opening it up from the back and sliding in, making sure all our holes are lined up nice and even. Using our Phillips screwdriver, let's reinstall our 5 screws from earlier. With our chain guard reinstalled and our 5 screws tightened, let's go ahead and flip our bike back over. Now that concludes step number 4 in the process of changing your rear inner tube on the RZR MX350. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you have any other questions, please contact customer support at RZR.com. Once again, I'm Trevor with RZR. Thank you again for watching.